The DOJ released millions of pages of the Epstein files, and here's some of the crypto connections they found. Epstein first showed clear interest in Bitcoin way back in 2011. He called Bitcoin clever, but said it had some serious flaws. Jason Calacanis emailed him offering introductions to early developers like Gavin Anderson and Amir Taki. And Epstein called Anderson on the phone just 2 days before Anderson's talk to the CIA on Bitcoin. The presentation covered the basics of how Bitcoin worked as a decentralized currency, its technical system, and how the ecosystem worked in the early stages. And people often link this event to Satoshi's disappearance, because Satoshi stopped posting publicly right around that time. $850,000 is what Epstein funneled into MIT's Media Lab between 2013 and 2017. That money paid salaries for 3 Bitcoin core developers: Gavin Anderson, Vladimir Vanderlaan, and Corey Fields. And those are the people who maintained Bitcoin's actual code after the Bitcoin Foundation collapsed back in 2015. MIT's director Joy Ito emailed Epstein directly and said that he used the gift funds to move quickly and win this round. And records show that Epstein visited the campus 9 times, and the MIT staff internally called Epstein Voldemort. At the same time, Epstein put over $500,000 into Blockstream's seed round, and that was through Joy Ito's fund. Blockstream raised about $21 million total, and 4 of its co-founders were also Bitcoin core developers: Matt Corallo, Gregory Maxwell, Luke Desher, and Peter Woolley. They later decided to keep Bitcoin's block size at 1 megabyte, which made Blockstream's Layer 2 protocols much more useful and more profitable. In July of 2014, there were emails that tipped Epstein off about Jed McCaleb building a secret Bitcoin project, as they called it. That project was Stellar. Later that month, Stellar launched. And the same day, Blockstream CEO Austin Hill emailed Epstein, Ito, and Reid Hoffman with the subject line, "Stellar isn't so stellar." He called Ripple and Stellar bad for the ecosystem that we are building, and threatened to cut Epstein's allocation for backing 2 horses in the same race. In 2016, Epstein emailed a Saudi contact about building a Shira-compliant currency on Bitcoin technology. He claimed he spoke to the founders of Bitcoin, plural. He didn't name anyone specifically, though. It's interesting to note that Epstein also hosted private meetings at his Manhattan mansion with Larry Summers, who was the former Treasury Secretary, and Brock Pierce, co-founder of Tether. Their topic was the future of money. Epstein also talked to Steve Bannon about crypto taxation, token distribution rules, and how to use crypto in political financing. He gave an example of buying furniture on overstock with Bitcoin. If the Bitcoin had gone up in value since he bought it, spending it would trigger a capital gains tax. Epstein worried about that kind of everyday transaction creating tax problems. And he asked Bannon directly, "Will the Treasury respond to you, or do we need another way in for advice?" Bannon replied that the National Security Council handled crypto issues then, not the Treasury. And Epstein pushed for clearer rules overall. He suggested that the Treasury set up a voluntary program where people could report their crypto gains. Michael Saylor is mentioned briefly when publicist Peggy Siegel sent an email to Epstein back in 2010. She described a charity dinner event, and Saylor donated $25,000 for a ticket to sit at the table. Saylor didn't start his Bitcoin strategy, though, until 2020. And those are the facts, all from the DOJ release.